Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for July, your bonus reading for July 2025. All you beautiful Capricorns, this is for the Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you're new to our channel, well, welcome. If you're regular, if you're subscribed, thank you so much for your support. It's very much appreciated. So let's have a look, shall we? Capricorn, what is it the Spirit wants to say to us for the rest of July onwards? And as you know, my name is Linda. I'm from Australia. And when you leave your comments, I love to hear where you're from too, because it's lovely to know where people are connected from to us. And so this deck here, Capricorn, as you know, is our angels, gods and goddesses deck, and we always choose one mystery card before every reading that we do, regardless of what sort of reading they are. And we have a look at that card at the end of the reading. So we put it here, we don't touch it, and the message that you get will resonate with everything you're about to get. And that's the way it works. It's absolutely magical. It really is. It just gives you extra guidance. So this is for July, the rest of July onward, for our beautiful Capricorns. And so let's see what Spirit wants to say to us. And as you know, I'll say us, we, ours, if I'm a Capricorn, because that's the way I speak. And so let's have a look, Capricorn. See what Spirit has for us. Oh, wow. Well, the very first one is the Sun. My goodness me. Well, isn't that a lovely beginning? We have the Page of Wands. Right, that's good news. Exciting news coming. The Wands, of course, are career, work, and everything. And we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, wow, we have a lovely combination here, don't we? One more. I'm being asked to take one more. Let's have a look, shall we? What else? So as we know, Knights are, of course, action. And the Swords, things happening very fast. Oh, my goodness me. Wow. You got the Star. Capricorn, I think that the rest of July, and I feel this has already started, but this is wonderful. This is really great news. So we have the Sun. And of course, the Sun is all about happy outcomes. It's about brilliant new ideas that lead to success. You're being asked to have confidence in yourself, Capricorn. This is now a time to shine. And the star card is also about shining, not being afraid to shine. So you not being afraid to show up, not being afraid to put yourself out there. And so the Sun is very much now Spirit is saying to you, Capricorn, the time has come for you to step up. And I feel that's got a lot to do with this star, because the star card is also about make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path, happy times, but it's also about wishing upon a star, but it's also about putting out, sowing those seeds, watering them and putting the sun on them, and creating abundance big time in your future. So this is a time now where you really do need to step up and keep going. I'm being asked to say to you, you've done a great deal, but there is more to be done and there's more to be accomplished. So that sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Look, we've got the Page of Wands here. And as we know, wands are very much about our career, what we do for a living, how we make our money, how we support ourselves. The page is our messenger. So this is some news coming in. This is news of an exciting new endeavour. And so you're being asked to use your originality and your ingenuity here. And you're also being asked to be confident. Now, there are two messages here about have confidence in yourself, Capricorn. This is a time to this is not a time to go within. Capricorn, I mean, Capricorns, they can be very subdued at times. That's okay. That's a lovely trait. But this is a time for you to really, really shine now. This is really a time for you to step up, speak your truth. And, we've got the Knight of Swords here as well. And see, the Knight of Swords is all about taking action. Swords, mind, taking action with your ideas, your minds, what whatever downloads you're getting, what you're creating in your mind, your ingenuity. Some of you could be engineers, some of you could be builders, great business, you could be accountants or bookkeepers or whatever you do for a living. This is a time for you now to bring out those great ideas. This is also, we have to be careful with the swords, with the knights, because it's the Knight of Swords. Sometimes we can rush in a little bit too much. So this is not a time to rush in. This is the time to, carefully evaluate everything before you act. Make sure you do go through everything, the paperwork, the documentation, whatever it is that you're trying to create here. you know, um, it is a time to do that, to make sure you know exactly what you're doing and where you're going and how you're going to go about things. But still, even though that is the case, you need to step into those analytical shoes and look into it all, and then. Because this is news coming in, this is something coming to you for you to think about, think over and go over, and then be ready because make those plans, put those plans into place. You've got the star, you've got the sun. So Capricorn, this is a very, very fortuitous time for you. This in the middle of July here, and I feel that maybe this has already begun, but this is now you. Some of you, it's only just about to happen. And for others, it could also, my guide is saying, for some of you, this could also make more sense to you at the end of the month, the end of July as well. July, August, September. So we're going to ask now for a little bit more, 6 more cards in relation to what Spirit's already brought up to talk about for July, the rest of July. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands. So this is staying on top of things. This is, standing your ground, staying on top of things, and showing, again, standing up, showing people what you're made of, and that you are very capable. And we've got an Ace of Swords now. So we've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the Ace of Swords. So this is big opportunity. This is very big opportunities here to new endeavors, new beginnings. We have the 4 of Cups. And we've got you weighing a few things up. You might be weighing some things up, but that's okay. We have communication, cooperation with others, negotiation, getting the paperwork done, big choices, not sure which way to go. You've got lots of choices here. There's opportunities maybe of doing things a little bit differently, and it's time for you now to move on to a whole new adventure. It is time to take on that role. And look, you've got the world here. Okay. You've got the world as your outcome. Beautiful. This is a wonderful message for you. It really, really is. And you've got the Emperor on top as well, the Emperor. And the Emperor is all about, achievements, stepping up, taking on that leadership role, organizing. You could be organizing others. You could be getting a promotion of some kind where you are being put into this entrepreneurial role. It's very, very possible. But the Emperor is very much a wonderful outcome of all of this, because it is stepping into the shoes of somebody who knows exactly what they're doing and having the strength and the knowledge and the expertise to take on whatever is offered to you. Look, we do have the 7 of Wands, as I said, but that's okay. We underneath that we have got 3 of Pentacles. So this could be now where you may need to negotiate on your finances, you negotiate on your pay, pay rise, negotiate on your job, anything to do with your career. You need to talk things over with others this month, maybe Capricorn the rest of this month, because it is these are sitting above the sun, the card that we got. So this is very good in many ways, in that it is, a negotiation. They're all talking things through, they're going over everything. Everybody's hearing everybody's opinion. So that's a good thing. So you stay on top of things, and negotiate anything that maybe you are having difficulty with. For some of you, you may be having difficulty with other people in the office or the workplace, and maybe you do need to go and to work things out. Look, we have got the Ace of Swords, and very much the Ace of Swords is standing your ground. This is opportunity now to put your ideas forward. Swords can represent a YouTube, technology, things like that. So this could be an opportunity. Maybe you do that in your job. Maybe you work with the technical, your IT guy or my lady or whatever. But this is a big opportunity around you now. But look, there are a few options here, but I feel that you see, we have the Four of Cups, right? And so when we come to the Four of Cups, he's not too impressed, is he? He's not that impressed with the offer that's being made, and underneath that we've got the walking away. So we've got the Eight of Cups here. Okay. So for some of you, not all of you, this could be love. This could be a relationship where somebody's wanting to come back. They wanted to give it another go, but it's actually, because of the stress and strife that was there before, in the relationship, you may not be ready to go down that path. You might decide, no, I don't want to do that. And for some of you, maybe that might be the best thing. It's possible that could be the best thing, because we also have the Seven of Wands. So this doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be a battle with a family member. This could be a battle with the family, and now it's causing too much stress and strife, too much mental stress. And so you decide, that you decide maybe it's time for me to maybe put up some barriers and walk away from that situation. It's very, very possible, because this is a general reading. So Capricorn, there are some of you out there in relationships, happy relationships, but maybe also difficult relationships, difficult family relationships also. It's very possible. And, here we go. You are very much weighing things up around this time. You're going to be weighing things up. It could have a lot to do with this offer. It's just not what you would hope. You would have liked it to have been a lot more. You're not that impressed with the offer being made or the ideas being made, and you're debating whether or not it's worth putting in the effort. And maybe you have been putting in a lot of effort, and you've asked for a raise, and you've been negotiating on a bit of a raise, and they've come back and said, well, we can give you an extra 1,000 a year, and you're saying, oh, come on, I'm worth an extra 10,000 a year. And you might decide to walk away, because you're, weighing things up and thinking, oh, I don't know whether this is worth this. And then, going elsewhere, looking out into the world and seeing, get things rolling, or maybe making a whole new beginning, going. And this is where, you could be Seven of Cups is very much about which way do I go? I'm not sure which way to go, what to choose. What I can do to make change. If you're not good at this or you're not good at that, or you can't make up your mind. I feel that there's confusion here for some of you, not all of you, but there's a little bit of confusion around which way to go this month or around this time, or over the next few weeks even. You're a bit, so you may decide, what, I might just, they just don't have what I want. This is not what I want. I can't find what I want here. So you may decide to look elsewhere, go out into the world and find something else, and stand your ground on this, and step into that. Take control of your future. Take control of your life and your future, your finances, and your career life in general. I feel there is also. I'm being told too that there's somebody watching today who you're thinking about maybe starting a business or going into business with someone, and you're not really quite sure. You want to go into your own business. You're fed up with working for other people, but you're not really quite sure which way to go. And Spirit is saying, well, do your homework, ask questions, talk to others who are doing it or who have done it, and find out, get all the details because I'm being told that the details are not all clear. So make sure that you do look into things, hey, and before you, Capricorn, before you actually take this step, make sure that you do actually look into everything. But you know, the Emperor, when we get the Emperor in your reading after all this that's going on, this is also very much about you going and talking to somebody who knows all about this, who can help you with that decision, who can give you some advice. So if there is somebody that you can go to, that can you can talk to, that you can get some question, some questions answered, by all means do that. You know, the world, when the world comes out, this is about opportunities, big time. It's about big opportunities. You know, you've got the sun and you've got the star, Capricorn, and you've got the world now. You don't want to be missing out on any of these opportunities. So if you feel that you need to talk to people, if there are people you can talk to so that you can make the right decision, then by all means do that. This could be a time when you might need to swallow your pride. And because some of us don't like to feel that we have to ask others, but we don't always have the answers. So there's big opportunities here. But you may have to walk away from something. You know, you may have to walk away from something to be able to move forward. For some of you, not all of you, it's possible that could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could just be a family relationship or friendship or whatever. And you then decide to move on, move forward, put up those barriers. It's very possible. Yeah, because look, it's obvious that for some of you, not all of you, but there we've got the devil card here. So this is all very much about you walking away from toxic environments that are no good for you. So this is why we've got this here. So this could be a time for some of you, Capricorn, one or two of you that are watching, where this is now, about not feeling entrapped, not believing that you are entrapped, but realizing that this is a time maybe for you to walk away or start to plan to be able to walk away from some form of toxic environment or toxic situation. So confront your fears, allow yourself to take the action that you need to take. What else would you like to give us, please? There's a decision. This is a decision. And you've been mulling over this for a while, but you need to decide. You need to decide what you want because look, there's such a big opportunity here now. We've got the sun and the sun, we've got the sun and the star again, and you're being told yes. Have confidence. This is about you taking this leap of faith. You need to now get busy, you need to get motivated, you need to get moving, and you need to make some positive change. You need to make some positive change and detox yourself from any sorts of situations or environments. This is time now for you to tie up those loose ends, and walk away from what no longer serves you. And look, we know this can be conflicting. We know that we've got the conflict, stress and strife card here, which is confirming this first card that we got, this Seven of Wands here. We know that, but you just got to stand your ground and be strong. Stand your ground. Step into the shoes of the Emperor. Stand your ground and be strong. This month, we want to see you get all this good stuff, but you got to do some things to get there. You got to bring some things to a completion. You've got to bring some things to a completion. Finally, and this is you bringing things to a completion and saying, oh, thank God that's all over. Thank God that is all over. You need to honour yourself and you need to have some time out. Some of you need to have some time out and trust and have faith that the spirit realm has got your back. And this is a message from the angels. You are blessed and guided, but you must have the confidence to honour yourself. Have a rest, have some time out, look after yourself as well. Capricorn, beautiful message. So we've got the goddess of compassion here. She's beautiful. Here she is. She's got clothes on, so I could show her. I've got to be careful with YouTube because some of these photos, they don't have any tops on. They've got the angels. Uh, so YouTube gets a bit stroppy, don't they, about some things like that. So we've got the goddess of compassion, and she's on page 47. Let's see, Capricorn, what else Spirit wants to say to you with this beautiful, beautiful deck. And this is it. The goddess of compassion has shown up in your reading today to ask you to be more compassionate towards yourself. Now, honor yourself, have time out, look after yourself. As the core of every living thing, only love, in the core, at the core of every living thing, only love exists. Your personality and the role you play in this life is only transitory and ultimately an illusion. All that you perceive to be good and bad are necessary aspects of who you are, positive and negative. These qualities exist in everyone and in everything. A more accurate description of the positive and the negative, of course, is the yin and yang, For in reality, there is neither positive nor negative, only opposing qualities which together make us whole. Capricorn, self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth and keeping you in the illusion that you need to improve in order to be worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment. So now is the time to have compassion, love, and accept all of who you are as you are, and stop striving for something that is impossible to attain. Through love, your life magically transforms. So this is a time to believe in yourself. This is the time to have confidence that you are capable of creating abundance and having a wonderful, wonderful life. And it's important that we do love ourselves, Capricorn. It's important that we love the good and the bad in ourselves because we all have a shadow side. We all have a shadow side. There's no doubt about that. But we have to accept that it's there and we just concentrate on working on the light side, don't we? So, Capricorn, thank you for being with us today. If you'd like to give us a like, it does help our channel. We would appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, we'd love to have you here. And of course, if you leave a comment, I check my comments every morning. So I get back to you straight away. And sometimes I leave a little comment too. So take care, Capricorn. Lovely to be with you today. And we look forward to catching up with you again very soon. Bye bye for now.